but I just need your opinions. This is nice. Wow. Hey, girl, hey.
Good day, stuttering.
I'm using my laptop. What's up?
It's stuttering to me. Can you hear me? Am I stuttering?
No.
Oh, you fine now.
Do your intro. We're live.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
What's up, family?
Okay, so we're gonna start.
Yeah, we're live.
This lighting is terrible.
All right, I'm gonna start. Welcome to another episode of CEO Uncut. I am your host, Barack Obama, aka Siwo Obama, Uncle y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Haitians Who Blog nominated podcast. Go ahead, Shirley.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Shirley Dorr. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you guys again.
Hilltop J, once again, it's a blessing. Always great to see y'all.
This echo that you got going on. Wait a minute. You out here using a mic? Let me grab a mic. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I have a mic. All right. We have a special guest today. I had enough clout. You know what I'm saying? You know, because I'm Haitians Who Blog nominated podcasters, so go ahead and go vote for me. You know what I'm saying? I had enough clout to get the one and only, the celebrity, big shit popping, Mr. Late Nights, LeoxDrumz.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? It's been a long time coming.
How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Am I eating some popcorn?
I see. You gonna share?
No.
That's wild.
Not at all. Tell the people, tell the lambs who've been living under a rock. Who is LeoxDrumz?
For anybody that doesn't know, I am LeoxDrumz. I am a Haitian producer. I've made a lot of tracks that you guys have probably heard. Hush, Late Night Part 1, 2, and 3. Countdown, Miss Independent Remix.
That's my shit.
I Call It Love Remix. I've done a lot of stuff with Guyat Central, a lot of DJs around Florida. I have a band named Climax, Maestro. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
Yeah, if y'all don't know who he is, then I don't know where you guys have been, because he's a celebrity.
I'm not.
Now, let's clear it. Why is it LeoxDrumz, but at the parties you play the guitar?
Oh, the keyboard.
Oh, the piano. I'm sorry.
I was
so
like,
what happened?
A notification came up and it confused the hell out of me.
Shirley was like, huh? So long story short, the way I got the name LeoxDrumz was back in 2012. I was making drum videos for YouTube, trying to get out there, and I needed an email because the email that I had, I didn't feel like it was professional enough. It was an email I made when I was like in middle school. So I made the email.
Fucking69 at Gmail.
Yeah.
At Yahoo.
It was Yahoo. It was a Yahoo email. So I made a Gmail account. So I'm a Leo. My birthday is August 15th. So, and I'm a drummer. So back in 2012, people were using X to separate words. So I was Leo X drummer. So where LeoxDrumz came into play is, I think my first track that I was doing for DJ was DJ So Fresh. My first track that I was doing with him, he couldn't say LeoxDrummer on the track. Like, it was just too much. So he accidentally said LeoxDrumz. And I said, you know what? I like that. I'm going to keep it. And then that was it.
That's history.
So that's where it came from. Yeah.
So when you started playing the keyboards, why is not LeoX keys?
So I never had any.
She's being
Honestly,
mad irritating.
it's okay. So I never had any intention of performing. I always had every intention of just being a producer. And a lot of producers, they're keyboard players or drummers or whatever. Like there's a guy in New York, his name is Shem Drums. But he is a keyboard player. So I kind of got the idea from him because I'm a drummer mainly. So I just named myself LeoxDrumz, but I never had any aspiration of performing. For the longest time, people couldn't even match the name to the face. And it was by accident that I ended up performing. So it just stayed.
I get
But now
that.
people don't even call me LeoxDrumz.
It was by accident that I became nominated on Haitians Who Blog for the podcast award. Shirley went, hey, she told me I need to be humble, and guess what? I am not.
You forgot who owns the platform.
Oh,
yeah. One day I'll be respected by Ciroc. But congratulations.
Oh, Jonas. Hi, Jonas.
Hey, funny story. Can I share a funny story really quick?
Go ahead.
Funny story with Jonas, right? So
Jonas, what is your problem, Jonas?
We start every podcast with Jonas.
Every episode thus far has been a funny story about Jonas. So let's hear it.
Go ahead.
We should have a segment called Roast Jonas or a story with Jonas, something like that.
Go ahead.
So it's a funny story. So when him and James were making videos like consistently, like I'm talking about like every other day there was a video dropping, they ended up using one of my songs for the video. And someone was like, "Oh, that's LeoxDrumz," and then they sent it to me, and then I was like, "Hey, I appreciate the love for using my song." They were like, "Bruh, you're the GOAT. I love the song." And so I guess they ended up listening to all the other songs. So I don't know if it was a kiss and tell or whatever event, but they came here to Orlando, and we were at Majestic, and I approached them. I was like, "Hey, I'm Leo. I appreciate you guys for the love. I promise you, I can't make this up." This man grabbed me, held me. He's like, "Dude, you're the fucking GOAT. You're the GOAT. I love you, bro. I love you."
Man.
He started shaking the table.
He started shaking me. And then James was like, you're the man. I was like, thank you.
I would love for this to be a reoccurring thing. Not Jonas, you gotta come on the podcast now. You gotta slide through now.
You gotta be on the podcast now because this is too much. Yo, we last week he was on the comments and we did the same thing. We told the story. Yo, I met these niggas like 3 times. They invited me to their. They had me on a live one time and said, "Yo, we never officially met.
I'm gonna post all the pictures that I have with Haitian comedians and celebrities who have no idea. That's what we should do. We should post a whole bunch of pictures.
But we got
people
Clout now. We're Haitians Who Blog nominated. So now,
period.
Now they know. Now they
know. Hey, congratulations on that, by the way.
Right.
Well, you know.
You got a tutu.
I had enough clout to get LeoxDrumz.
Hey, listen, I've always wanted to be on the show. Like
I had enough clout, and Zopose said he want to be on the podcast.
Zopose is my favorite. Such a great person.
Every time that dude sees me, it's always a vibe. I love him.
He's so amazing.
He never stopped cracking up. It's just hilarious.
Yeah. Yo, I was at a taco. This is a Haitian comedian's intro. A Haitian comedian's intro. Yo, I was with Zopose at this brunch and this girl was going crazy. And so I had left and I came back and Zopose had like a whole video of the girl in a fight and you hear him in the background. Oh my God. Oh my God. shit
Wow.
funny as
But
hell.
onward, Leo, always a pleasure to see you again. My dog too Hollywood for me. Hey, what's up, friend?
He's a celebrity.
That's
He's
not
a
true.
celebrity.
Every time I see you, I always make it my business to come say hi to you. You know that.
You do.
Every time. You too, Sarah. Every time I see you guys, I always make it my business to come say hi.
So he's not too celebrity for us. You hear that? Okay.
I'm
You know
just
what
a
I'm
normal
saying?
person.
We nominated out here. It's like the Haitian Grammys.
The moment I saw that, I was like, Sirac is gonna be so happy. I was like, I ain't gonna send an email. I'm not gonna send a message. I'll let somebody else do it. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So current events. This man don't want bitches twerking in his restaurant.
You know what? I'll be honest and say I felt him on that because his chairs probably cost him $4,000, and these girls stepping on it with their little cha-cha heels, the heels that be piercing niggas. You know what? And they out here stepping on his property like he ain't paid $4K for it.
Nah. Well, what you call it? If it's 4K, then it should be able to withstand the twerking.
That's not necessarily true.
What if Meg went in there with the hot girls and started a twerk fest?
But the thing is,
All the
Meg
niggas
is
gonna be buying bottles. All the niggas gonna be buying bottles.
But Meg is ratchet. She'll kick off her shoes. She'll respect the furniture and step on it with her shoes.
How you know that?
Because I've seen her piata in the club.
It sounds like you're making assumptions, and when you make assumptions, you make an ass
out of you.
That's
and
a whole salo.
Right.
He said that's a whole salo. I don't know, Leo. After we be all night up, yaya too, you playing your music in the club. Eventually, the shoes gotta come off, Fred.
And that's where you have your flats in your purse. You better not put your feet on these nasty people's floor.
That part.
My feet was definitely on a nasty people floor on at the Senkla brunch Monday or Sunday.
Shoes should never come off.
I don't know about you, but you ain't never had to stay in heels for 4 hours.
I don't agree with that.
I heard there's a hack for that. Apparently, women in the past, the old women, they used to put numbing cream on their feet.
Just wear slides.
The thing is, you gotta show up with the heels because the heels make your ass look 10 times fatter. So you put on the heels.
I gotta wear heels.
Right. And then when it's like 2:00 in the morning, everybody's on the dance floor. They're not paying attention to your dirty foot. So you just slip it off a little bit, give yourself a 4-second breather, slip them back on. There's a strategy to this.
And niggas be stepping on your feet and then telling you don't know how to dance. So you need to keep your shoes on.
It's all fun and games when you step off the broken glass.
I'm not gonna.
Does it say you're listening to the HWB nominated? I'm so fucking dead.
Why you? Go ahead.
Hey, I'm not gonna cap. I know I might be putting people under the bus, but I know a lot of people that be coming up to me because I usually have a backpack or my keyboard bag. They be coming up to me, be like, "Hey, Leo, you know you're my friend, right? Can you put my slides in your backpack?" And then
I do that. I do that.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
If I come with a fella,
wrong with that.
I ask him to stuff it in his pockets because his pockets will be deeper.
What?
Yeah, but they don't come with me. They find me there.
I do that. No. I be
J
doing that with
style.
some. I can't throw DJs. I can't throw DJs under the bus, but the security don't be checking the DJs. I sneak my bottle in with the DJ.
You know what? Don't come on.
You snitching. Tighten up.
I sneak my bottle in with the DJs.
That a couple times.
They
It's because we be the first ones to get to the club. They don't really be checking. Like if we get there late,
I be buying a whole bunch of drinks from Mix Me Happy. Shout out to Mix Me Happy, girl. I'm coming this weekend. I need you. I'll be in Orlando. And I just be sneaking them liquor gummies in my hair, and I put the drinks in the DJ bag.
I'm so dead.
You said your tech?
Now, next order of business. Everybody, Jay is not gay. I don't know who needs to hear this. Jay is just very, very nice.
Why? Who thought Jay was gay?
Somebody thought Jay was gay and then found out he wasn't gay and said, "Wait a minute, you're not gay?" I just want people to know that Jay is not gay. He's not my gay best friend. He's just
Jay
a
be out here
best friend.
slanging dick, and y'all out here thinking
So
he's
they were-
gay.
Y'all ain't see his girl?
Have you seen his
So
girl?
they were.
Thank you,
They
thank
were
you, lady.
mad
Thank you.
that he wasn't gay.
Because he's nice. Because he's nice. Some people think that he's gay.
People say that about Chap, and I was like, Chap's a whole hoe. Like,
I thought Jay was flirting with me when I first met him. So I was like, I don't know where you got the gay.
Did you just really talk about my friend like that, Shirley?
he's in the living room. I'm in my room. We're about 5 feet apart, and he says, "I'm offended by that."
I can't believe you just said that about my dog.
Gay.
There are people who think he's gay,
Yeah,
and
but
he's
which one
not.
is he offended? Is he offended because people think he's gay, or he's offended because he's a hoe?
He's offended because I call him a hoe, but he know he a hoe. I met him as a hoe. He's a hoe.
Once a hoe, always a hoe.
I'm gonna save it. No. I'm gonna save his character right now. When I met this guy in high school, he was not a hoe. I don't
You
know
sure?
what's going on.
That was his hoeing days.
Leo,
I promise you he wasn't.
Okay.
In Iowa? No, I'm not.
You're not a hoe?
Bae, LeoxDrumz is saying you wasn't a hoe in high school.
I wasn't.
That's not what I heard.
That's not what I heard. When I be posting him on Twitter, you'll have girls who retweet. One thing about Chap, excuse me, how do you know him?
Well, you know how you know him. No, but I was saying,
My high
I
school
heard
rep.
Leo. I heard Leo's a hoe.
Leo?
Exactly. Okay,
so I'm gonna be honest.
things about.
Which means you're doing it right.
He got a beard. He got a full beard. It connects, and he got white teeth.
And he's in the music industry.
And if the shoe fits, it fits.
Did y'all just say white teeth? Having white teeth makes you a hoe?
Rock, I was about to say. I mean,
you can't
got white teeth too.
You can't be Mr. Late Nights. You can't be Mr. Late Nights and not be a hoe. You can't make this independent and not
right. You can't be making these mixes and
being a maestro.
Hold on, Miss Independent was made for you.
What?
Wait, Miss Independent was made for all the independent women. What does that have to do with me being a hoe?
The things that I be doing with that song makes me know that you're a hoe.
You shouldn't be doing anything to that song. It's a song for independent women.
No. You knew what you did when you made that beat drop.
You know you did.
You know what you did. Talking about it's for independent women. Independent. No. No. It stopped being independent once it got to that point.
You right. I'm not gonna lie to you. I make all my songs so that people can enjoy them in any type of setting. Like, it doesn't matter where you are. Some people, they do the do, and then some people just relax. They relax to my music.
Right. Yeah.
So Bow Wow's trying to bring back 106 in Park. Y'all watched 106 in Park?
No, it's over.
I did.
Free and AJ. Like,
Bow Wow was the
right.
reason, but Bow Wow was the reason that they canceled it.
we're not doing it.
Why would we get back to? And he wants to host it again. If y'all don't got AJ and Free, I don't want it. Because
But let's be
after
honest,
AJ
it's actually gonna happen.
After AJ and Free, they had Roxy and Buddy who got in a car accident in McLaren, and we still don't know what happened in McLaren.
They had Tigga and what's that one girl? Jaleesa was her name?
Oh, they did.
Yeah. And then they had Buddy who got into the accident and Roxy. And then they went wrong when they got Bow Wow. Like it shouldn't be people in the music industry who were in past artists in the music industry. It has to be like journalists. Like it makes sense.
I agree.
So you think they should get it back and have journalists instead?
I think a 106 in part is necessary. Like the show itself is needed. Like being able to go now, BT has cheesy ass movies and nothing adds up anymore. So bringing back stuff like people watching a show specifically to see what music dropped would be great. That's how I knew.
Didn't they bring back TRL with the comedian? What's the name? The ugly one who can dance.
But TRL's for MTV.
Oh, facts.
I mean,
yeah.
The way I see it, it's one of those situations where, as an artist, like if your music video played on 106 in part, it's like you made it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's no standard anymore. It's just like now that everything's on YouTube, even with music nowadays, there's no standard. You could put out something that you made in your, room and be considered a platinum artist in this, industry. Trust me, there's a lot of people that put out a lot of tracks that they made like in their garage and they've gotten platinum, gold. It's trash, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So who would you guys think would be good hosts for 106?
Maybe
the only ones that matter.
Like not teeny boppers, but people who are like in their 20s who are in journalism, up and coming. Like I think Keke Palmer, pre-diva Keke Palmer would have been a good host because she hosted her own show and she did really good on her show until it got canceled.
Well, now that I was thinking about it, do you guys know Miles Jones?
I've heard of them, don't know.
Miles Jones would be perfect.
Miles Jones would be nice, right?
Definitely. Shirley, go look up Miles Jones. And then
I know who you're talking about.
He hosts Trap Karaoke.
Trap Karaoke, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there are certain YouTubers who would do an amazing job at hosting 106 in part. Some music YouTubers. Shit, get Vlad to host it, even though he don't show his face, but
Now, are you guys taking the COVID vaccine?
No.
Why?
I never took the flu vaccine, so I'm not taking COVID's vaccine.
Why?
When I get a flu vaccine, I get sick for like 2 weeks.
Because they're giving you the drug. They're giving you the sickness.
What's the purpose?
For you to build antibodies.
Why would I take
I'm Haitian. All I need is Tijajan, Testosterone, and that's it.
Fact.
I haven't had a flu vaccine, and I haven't had the flu since I got my flu vaccine.
I have all these bushes in my backyard for what?
Exactly. Maybe
exactly.
What do you mean? Maybe it worked. I was like 6 years old. I had a horrible flu to the point where I was in the hospital. My nose and snot was green.
But have you had one since?
What's the intentions? I haven't had a flu since.
Exactly. Isn't that what they want you to do?
No, it's because my mom drowned me in teas. Every 3 weeks, I had to take her little pay with the shot of rum and the associate in the La Loire.
And the rum?
Girl, I've been drinking rum since I was an infant. Yo ponti good rum. Yo passe Susan.
They put it on your gums.
They put it on my gums so I don't feel the pain. And then what you think? Knockout.
I am curious to see if they're gonna like stop people from traveling if they don't take it, because they kind of going OD with the promo right now.
I don't know if America is gonna make you take it because when you go to other countries, they make you take the rapid test immediately, and we don't do that here. Like I can go to Texas and come back and not take the test, so I should be able to get past.
Right. You know how they're like enforcing if you go to another city, you have to spend X, Y, and Z in the city or else you'll be fined. I've traveled to like 4 different cities and I have not been fined. So
that was under Trump though. Joe, he come a little different.
I don't believe Joe until he cancels student loans.
He over here coughing and using his outside voice for no reason. Like he's serious. He's not playing with Joe.
But I'm pretty sure you guys have seen that New Zealand has had no cases for like 14 to 17 days, and they're like at stage 1. Like they've opened up. They still recommend social distancing, but they're like chilling. But I don't even think they even had the vaccine at the time. So like, I don't really think it's needed, in my opinion. I think you
Yeah,
just need to.
like how did China escape because they got to the point where they didn't have to,
China has
their
money.
hospitals were opening back up.
That
How did they get to the point without, you know what, China probably has a vaccine. What I'm talking about. I don't live there. I can't answer that.
And that been made in China.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't know if I want to take it because the symptoms have been paralysis and
Yeah.
my body overreacts to every single drug. If I take
did they just start on Thursday?
Their testing, the testing of humans that they did, people were getting paralysis.
Hey, all I know,
Right.
I don't want no smoke with Kamala, because she looked like she ready to go RoboCop. So, for the sake of the podcast, I'm gonna take
Did
it.
you hear that they're gonna make Obama and Joe Biden and all of them take it on camera? You think they really gonna give them the vaccine, or you think they're gonna give them like some bullshit?
They gonna do it on IG Live or something.
Yeah.
So the thing is, he said IG Live. Wow. they're gonna have him
on the podcast.
They're gonna do it on the Breakfast Club, and they gonna go with Charlamagne. And Charlamagne gonna be like,
they gotta do it here because we nominated Haitians Who Blog nominated. You know what I'm saying? They gotta do it here.
Actually, you know what? Now that Ciroc is on Clubhouse, they might do it on there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm on Industry House. I mean Clubhouse. I'm Industry.
Is that what that means?
Oh, I don't know. I was calling it Clout House. But
I reached 8,000 because of that bad boy. So
she said they're gonna inject.
They're finna inject them with water.
No, you ain't see that. There was a video of Obama drinking Flint's water during a conversation with the population in Flint, Michigan, and he was like, "I'm a little thirsty. Can you guys give me a glass of water?" And you had people pissed off because it's like, you know, there's a problem with our water. You know, they're not giving you the water that we drink.
Oh, you think you petty?
They were saying that he was petty, but the media manipulated the video a little bit because he did say, we have gotten the water to the best of the abilities. See, you know, I'm drinking it so you can feel at ease. But the media spin that shit. They're like, Obama is taunting the citizens of Flint, Michigan, and drinking water, and you laughing in their face. It's not the same water that they have. Chad, they went in because, you know, Obama.
That was some fuck shit.
That's petty. So y'all trying to say my president petty?
You know he black, so
that's fuck.
Speaking of petty, now that we're nominated, this is not on the notes, but now that we're nominated, I was trying to figure out what I'm gonna call my hive, right? And I said, what did I say? I said
the Sirocca
Flockas.
The Sirocca Flockas.
This girl said the SeaWorld meows. I was like, yo, shout out to all my meows out there. I don't think
Isn't that a group? That's a group.
Like that.
That's a Haitian group.
The meows. The SeaWorld meows. You know what I'm saying? What?
Yeah, I think you're right, Shirley. I think that's, if I'm not mistaken, that's not all. I think that's a band.
It's a band from like.
Oh, what you gonna call yours? The Doors?
I ain't got no tribe. Oh, my tribe is called the Chupets.
Oh, if stop taking other people's shit. Stop taking other people's shit.
The Chupets.
One day,
and
I
looked into her trademark. It ain't trademark. Chupets.
One day,
Shirley do that long-term beefing. I like that.
Leo, what's yours gonna be?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not famous like y'all, so I'm trying to just stay in my lane.
The Drumettes. Leo X gangs. Leo X tribe.
The X gang.
The X gang. X tribe. X nation. Ooh!
Nation.
That right there.
X
I'm thinking
When
that
Nation.
you
one.
use it, don't forget to give me my clout,
Credit.
Leo.
I
Credit.
got you. X
Don't
Nation.
forget. Don't forget to vote for us on Haitians Who Blog because we got nominated as a podcast.
The more votes, the more. I'd like to also make note that Sooooo is nominated, not CO Uncut.
But
Podcaster.
it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's really not. You have more clout than me.
Get out of here. What we calling Jay's thing?
The Hilltop Gang, Hilltop Nation,
The PC.
the Jabers, the Jabers.
Because he's
That
politically
sounds
correct.
crazy.
PC Cruises, no?
The Jabers.
The friends with no benefits.
There's a lot of benefits to being friends with you.
Not those kind of benefits.
Yeah, not those type of benefits. But you're not gay though.
And not
That's
gay.
all that matters.
Yeah.
You're not gay though.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah,
So
wow.
last week I started going off at the end of the episode.
Sis was mad.
Because I don't like people telling other people how to react. Right? So that's what we want to talk about today. You can't tell people how to react. You can't tell people they overreacting, they underreacting. Well, I've never heard somebody say underreacting. So
That's definitely, it's called what do they call me? Nonchalant.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
nonchalant. But that don't sound like you underreacting.
They get mad because they act like I don't give a fuck because sometimes I don't, but I don't cover it up well. You know?
I live my life by this rule. We're all humans. You can never dictate on how someone's going to take something that is said to them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not up to you to decide whether they react positively or negatively.
That's why I keep
I
trying to
just
tell them.
feel like, you just, in the words of The Rock, shut your mouth, know your role, and just let them do let them
period.
react the way they react.
Ooh. So I have a scenario, and I want y'all to, I'm gonna give you guys different reactions, and I want to know if you guys think this person is overreacting or not.
Okay.
All right, so
It's about decent
you're in a
shit.
long-term relationship, 2+ years. You
Okay.
cheat, but you still love her or him and want to marry them. Right? Now,
Okay.
she breaks up with you. Is that an appropriate response?
Yeah.
Oh.
At the end of the
2
day,
years,
it's one
only
of those.
happened once. 2 years
No,
only happened once.
it could have been 10 years and it happened once. At the end of the day, you don't know what you're gonna do in a situation. Because at the end of the day, you could be with someone 10 years and they cheat and you take them back. You can be in a relationship with someone for 5 months and they cheat and you take them back. Like it's a situational thing. It's dependent on your relationship with the person. Because I'm a firm believer of any situation is fixable as long as both parties are still alive.
Alive. All right. So she kills you. That's overreacting.
A little bit.
Oh yeah, no, hands down. Hands down.
Well, you guys are saying a little
Yeah,
bit.
you were just saying that it was fine.
No, if she kills me, if she murders me, no. But at the end of the day, like you said, you can't choose how someone reacts. So, if that's her reaction to you cheating, then you have to accept that.
Deserved it.
You deserved it.
Yeah, especially as a man,
You did.
leaving is always the right answer.
Because I'm not gonna say leaving is always the right answer. It's just situational. Like if me and, for example, Sooooo are together and she cheats on me, and I stay with her, it's because that's me, that's my character. But if you two were dating, you and her, you Jay and Sooooo, and you leave her, that's you. That's your thought process on that.
Yeah, it's all about values. It's all about what do you value. If you decide that cheating is the end all be all for a relationship, you leave. And if you feel you can heal, you feel like you can forgive the person, then you stay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean to step on what you were saying. What I'm saying is, if there's a situation that upsets you, and it comes down to a matter of trying to change the other person versus removing yourself from the situation to protect your peace, it's usually the better situation to just leave. Because you're not gonna like change what a grown person wants to do. Like if he gonna cheat, he gonna cheat. If she gonna beat on you or try to shoot you, she probably gonna beat on you and or try to shoot you.
Yeah,
So
that's easier said than done.
Yeah, so let's
Yeah,
not
it's one of
cheat
those.
on
Like I
people.
said, it's one of those situations where you'll never know what you're gonna do in a situation until you're in it.
Okay.
oh, I'm a runner.
I would like to talk about some Florida news because I feel like the reactions people be having are funny, but sometimes they be valid. So a woman sues her boyfriend after 8 years of not proposing.
Did it go through to trial?
Oh fuck no.
Okay.
No. The judge told her all is fair in love and war.
Okay. Yeah. She wanted reparations, it sounds.
That judge
That's
is
a good
funny.
word. That's a good word. Yes, she wanted reparations.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, so a Zambodian woman took her boyfriend to court for failing to pop the question after 8 years of dating. Though the judge ruled that all is fair in love and war. So apparently he hadn't proposed and he promised that they would get engaged. And he said he not making enough and he can't afford a wedding right now. And so she decided to take him to court. So I'm confused because what was she going to get in court if he couldn't afford the wedding?
Forget afford. If I'm not giving you a wedding, what are you talking about reparations? I'm not giving you reparations. Just leave.
So I'm thinking about my situation. I would definitely sue my ex-boyfriend. 100%.
What would your like your evidence be? Like what would you like present to
Oh,
the court?
I mean, I got proof of purchase. So
Yeah, but the judge said all is fair in love and war.
Not when it comes to physical items with your name on it. I want my money back.
What about emotional distress?
Emotional distress too.
What is the means of emotional distress? Like, how do you prove that?
So I'm
You're
thinking
a
about.
therapist.
I'm thinking about. Rest in peace, Kobe. But his wife, she filed for emotional distress with the city police in LA for releasing those images. And I get that. You have proof of distress of that because the images were distressing.
Yeah, but how do you prove that? Like, how you
I-
prove people?
Let's bring on a forensic psychologist one day and ask them, how do you prove emotional distress? That's a good question. I would love to know how you prove it.
Because I feel like a lot of
So
people emotionally distress me.
So you're gonna sue
I
them.
so she sued her man, her ex, because
Mhm.
he didn't pop the question
Yep.
because he wasn't making enough money.
She
Is that
sued
correct?
him for wasting her time.
She
Yes.
wasted her own time.
Her time and her
Yeah.
money.
She could have just left.
I'm a firm believer of
Can't
this.
say that.
No, you can, because think
She
about it this
definitely
way.
could have left, but she wanted reparations.
Yeah, think about it this way. So you're two people in a relationship. At the end of the day, I don't care what anybody says. A marriage is a union between two people. You have to come to the table with something that will make y'all one. Like, that's just my personal beliefs. I don't feel like I should be coming to the table with 100% of everything, and then you're coming to the table with 0% because I feel like at that point you're a parasite. You're not coming to the table with anything.
I think everybody should come into the relationship with 100%. You need 100, she needs 100.
And I agree. That's what I agree. I feel like you should be coming in with your own like, for example, back in the days, sitcoms back in the day, like best example I use Martin, right? Martin and Gina, they were getting married to this girl and all that other stuff. But if you really look at it, Martin had his own place, had his job, was doing his thing. Gina had her own place, her own job, doing her own thing. Like sitcoms back then, made it look that you have to be successful on your own first before you decide that you want to take care of another body, which is what I believe. I believe that if you not even just successful, as long as you like can take care of yourself and you come to the table with 100%, you have a job, you even if you don't have a place, because I know a lot of people that they end up getting a place when they get married, but as long as you come to the table at your very best, I feel like that merits being able to pop the question. Now this lady, she's upset because this guy did not pop the question because
for 8 years
was not for 8 years. You're right, 8 years because because he wasn't making enough money for a wedding. I'm not gonna lie to you. I applaud you. There are so many people that get married and they are miserable after their wedding because they spend so much money on their wedding. And then by the time they come back for their honeymoon, they don't have a place. They don't have money for bills. They're all they have is what's in their checking account.
Well, you don't even know it's just if he's one of those people, because a lot of people automatically assume, oh, a woman wants a big wedding and this, that, and the other. But I wonder if they even spoke about it, because there's a lot of women who don't want to do that anymore. They really just want to get married, and it's not really about the wedding. But if you don't have money for the wedding, he need to make sure he has money for the ring, because I hear bitches is returning rings out here.
Returning?
That's wild.
A guy bought this girl, I think it was like $1,000, and she said the ring was too cheap, so she returned it.
Oh, period. Yes.
Period. Know your worth, queen. Know your worth.
I saw that.
She should have hit up Sarai.
I don't know how I feel about that. I think I'm on the fence with that one. On the plus side, yes, know your worth. But on the other side, is like, are you putting a value? Are you putting a dollar value on your relationship?
Yes.
Because if that's what you're doing, then like, what's the point? Like, you could get, if you feel like you're worth 10 stacks, then your man will never. Well, some men will never be able to be like, I'm gonna spend 10 stacks on a ring and spend another 20 stacks on a wedding. Like, some people don't, like, that's not realistic to some people, because at the end of the day, like, that's the average American's like annual income right there.
Well, if you want,
I don't know. I'm on the fence with that one.
Sarai was gonna pay for her ring. Didn't she say that? Mm-hmm. She said she wanted to pay for her own. Oh, she was gonna pay half or something.
She said she want a $20,000 ring, and if she has to pay half to get the $20,000 ring, she will pay half.
Okay, see that I personally wouldn't let her pay half. I'd pay a little bit more, but that, at least you're coming to the table with like a solution, in my opinion. Like,
you was gonna pay.
This is what I want.
You was gonna take.
Huh?
You was gonna take more money? Like, you still gonna let her pay?
There's some guys that'll take half.
You still gonna take, like, but you still gonna let her pay like more if she want a $20K ring?
If she wants a $20K ring, I'm gonna pay. If I have it like that, I'm gonna pay all 20. I'm not gonna cap. If I got it like that, I'll pay all 20.
So you buying Birkins?
Got it like that? Huh?
So you buying Birkins?
I can't stand you.
If you have it, you buying a Birkin?
I would buy a Birkin I would buy a Birkin and I would store it and I would sell it 15 years later for $50,000. Nigga, a Birkin is an investment. That's an investment.
That was not like
that's money.
If she says, babe, she said, Leo, I want $20K ring. I'll be like, babe, I ain't gonna lie to you. As far as a ring, I got 15. That's fine. I'll give you 5. Okay, cool, whatever. I'm not gonna let you pay half. Like that's
You didn't answer the Birkin. So if you had it and your girl want a Birkin, you buying the Birkin?
whatever she wants, whatever makes her happy. That's the type of person I am.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I grew up. I'm not gonna cap to you. I grew up with a single mom, a single parent. I watched my mom, like, I don't know how, but I watched my mom provide for me and my sister, and then my brother from Haiti. So it's like, all right, like I see what I don't want to be like, and I keep my circle, my immediate circle around me, filled with a bunch of people, married couples, and a bunch of men who value their wives. So I know how to treat a woman, and I know what I need to do. Yeah, Haitian, American, Spanish. I have a great diverse group of
we might need to get them on the podcast.
Like, so,
all I know is
if
I ask for a $20,000 ring, you better buy me 1.5 acres of land with it. Period. I want a $20,000 ring. What the hell? I lose jewelry like there's no tomorrow. I would not value a $20,000 ring.
People don't see
but
that.
A wedding ring and a regular ring is something different.
I don't know. I lost my engagement ring, so I can lose my wedding ring.
Well, that nigga ain't shit. That was God trying to tell you something.
Period.
That was God trying to tell you something, because your ring should fit, and if it fits, it's not gonna slide off.
It's crazy because it fit for a full 8 months and it slipped off randomly.
You know why?
Yeah, look how they drag
God was telling me something.
Look how they drag God into things.
That's wild. That's wild.
Interesting.
Next topic.
All right. So, next topic is on repeat. A song that each one of us are listening to.
Baby, I just heard this Omarion featuring Wale.
Omarion featuring Wale? Omarion is still alive? I thought he was out in the.
Why you like this, bro?
What do you mean? Is he still alive?
Why you like this?
I haven't heard from Omarion since the Millennium Tour.
He has like 3 hit musics in 2020 alone. When? Open up that open up that what?
Like Pop Smoke? Like he got, because Pop Smoke is not here, but he got the bangers. So he has like that?
He has a hit song. You've never heard it?
No.
Wow.
I ain't gonna lie to you, because like now I don't really listen to the radio, and Spotify and SoundCloud tell me what I'm supposed to be listening to nowadays. So
what you supposed to?
They tell me what I'm supposed to be listening to. Like I feel like that's just my whole life. Like my phone just tell me what I should be listening to, what I should be watching, what I should know. Mm-hmm. Everything is just in my face. The other day, the song I've been listening to, it's not a song, but I guess DJ, one of the DJs, what shit? Wolf Jeezy had a graduation Guyad teaser, but I think it was like last year or something. Because the thing said it was there for a while, but it's my first time hearing it. I'm like, yo, this shit was fire. Yeah. And then I put that shit on repeat. It was only 16 minutes, and I was like, oh shit. And
only 16 minutes.
It was a teaser. Wait a minute.
For our Americans in here, 16 minutes is not enough. Okay.
Yeah, not at all.
Not at all.
It was the most fire 16 minutes ever.
We need a playlist.
Well, no, but usually
I don't have a playlist yet.
For the Americans, usually a Copa playlist would be an hour, maybe an hour and a half or something like that. 16 minutes is one song.
You know what I miss? The SoundCloud DJs that used to put the name of the songs as the album cover.
Yes.
I miss that. What's up with y'all?
When I tell you,
gotta go through hell and back to find the name of the song. Just put it in the comments.
When I tell you, I text Jacob at least twice a week to say, yo, what song is this? because I have no idea. They used to put it in the. Is there a comment? They don't have it anymore, is there?
But then they got crafty and they will put it in the album cover. Now niggas want their face all over the album cover.
There was one time Jacob did a mix, and I hit him up and I said, "Yo, what song is this?" Hey man, it's a Guya Central song. I said, "Okay, so how am I in Guya Central and I don't know this song?" Yeah, it's not out. I never released it. So you're gonna airdrop it to me, right? You're gonna send it to me, right?
That's what I told you when you played Miss Independent at the Haitian American thing.
Hey.
I was like, yo,
I love that song.
Where's that at? You were like, I ain't drop it yet. And I'm like, yo, let me get it. Like,
y'all mad irritating because like we want to hear the stuff that y'all like. What's wrong? So for any DJ that's in listening and watching us live, and please put the song list in the description or on the album cover or on the YouTube comments. You know, on YouTube you can mark the time that you start the.
They got
do
them
us
on
the.
YouTube. I've been forgetting. They have music on
I got
YouTube.
2 songs on repeat.
What's on?
What's that?
Songs on repeat. Mario, Let Me Love You.
You know who else keeps singing Mario, Let Me Love You? Fucking Ben.
Altador?
No, the one that be on the live. Benny.
Benny
remember when remember the first time we went live?
Yeah. I know Benny.
Benny keeps singing "Let Me Love You" every 5 minutes, and then when I leave
that's
him,
my fault.
I hear it in my head all for the next couple days, and I'm like, why am I singing this?
That's my fault.
Oh,
We're talking about Benny, tall Benny, dancer Benny.
Yes, dancer Benny.
That's my
Benny.
fault. So what happened was, that's my dog. So Benny was in Tallahassee with us for Red October. So Chaos came down from Canada, and Benny was in the hotel room while we were rehearsing. And we had to play "Let Me Love You" a cappella. So I was playing keys, and Chaos was singing "Let Me Love You." So from Friday to Saturday night, and even after, we just kept singing "Let Me Love You" the whole 3 days of the weekend. So then this last party that we did with Chaos, we were actually supposed to drop a track, and that's why I have "Let Me Love You" on remix or on repeat, because I'm remixing it right now.
Period.
And I'm remixing it right now.
You heard it here first.
DJ, stop.
I'm remixing it right now. So every time me and Benny get around each other. Yeah. I'm also remixing this track called Dream Girl. But it's actually done. I'm staring at it right now. As soon as I get off with you guys, it's gonna get finalized.
Give us a snippet. Give us a snippet.
Ooh, yeah.
If it was my track, I would.
Who track is it?
It's for a DJ named DJ Casey.
What about "Let Me Love You"? Let's hear a snippet.
He said that one not done.
Like 5 seconds.
Oh Jesus! All right, y'all keep talking. I'll load it up.
Hey!
You get it, exclusive content here at
exclusive.
That's why we nominated, baby.
Exclusive.
That's why we nominated for the Haitian Grammys and shit.
I need a soundboard. That's gonna be my investment in 2021. A soundboard.
Somebody had said that they were there when LeoxDrumz first played Miss Independent. Me too.
Oh,
I was also there. I was there too. And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I love playing different tracks for the first time in front of people because their reaction when the track started was like, good. So it was cool.
Blow.
Ironically, the same night that I played it live is the same night that I dropped it. I dropped it the same time. So,
you didn't, because I asked you for it.
Okay, me and Chap are gonna make a dance. a dance video to it.
Yeah, I asked you for it that day. That day I asked you, I was like,
You
yo,
are right.
where is that? Where is that? And you're like, oh, I ain't jumping it. Or whatever. So I literally
Right.
went all over the place looking for Miss Independent remixes to see if I could find it. Because I could not find it.
The Haitian American party was, I believe, was in November, somewhere around there. I didn't drop it until December when I came back down. I dropped it that Friday in the hotel room, and then I played it that same night. I remember.
See, I was waiting. I went on a whole binge trying to find like Haitian American songs after that party. Y'all need to do another one of those. That party was fire. It basically, all the Haitian American songs. I was like,
up soon.
Y'all gonna do one? Y'all gonna do another one?
There's supposed to be another one coming. You didn't hear it.
I need to get in there. I need that party. Y'all need to let me know beforehand. Woo! Cause that party was so fire. And I be thinking about that. I'm like, yo, what a great way to get like Haitian Americans, like Haitians who are not really like didn't really grow up Haitian or something like that.
Oh, see, the man said it right there. Haitian American in February.
Keep going back. Okay, Gene. Marie.
Yeah.
Love Story Edition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna that. Yeah, I have a lot of tracks for that party. That party is gonna be. This is gonna be one of the tracks for the party. If I can load it up.
The one?
But
is this the exclusive?
I'm trying to. I'm trying to give y'all the exclusive.
Upape Spectrum.
I was trying to figure out how I'm gonna let y'all hear it. Like y'all would only hear it from the speakers, so.
Okay.
Y'all won't get the full effect of it. You know what I'm saying? You know what? This is what I'll do. I'll send a 30-second snippet to you three, so y'all can enjoy it.
Hey, that's love.
Okay. When you gonna drop
it? Honestly, as soon as I'm done working on this track, like I'm gonna start.
So when you send us the 30-second snippet, we're gonna preview it on the actual podcast.
That's fine. You can do that too.
Yeah, we in there.
Where's my set nuit?
Actually, set nuit.
Well, the listeners, y'all will hear it. Y'all will hear it on the episode. Earlier. Oh, so you dropping it? What are you dropping?
That's a song with me and Jean. That's another remix that we're doing. You're just getting a bunch of exclusives. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we nominated. We nominated out here. You know what I'm saying? Jay, what's on your repeat, Jay?
All right, bet. I didn't want to ruin that beautiful cultural moment that you guys were having. To take it back to the hood, I've been listening to Hot Boy. His new project is out. A lot of industry features that I wasn't expecting. A lot of different sounds from him, and he's one of those Haitians that aren't from Haiti that you were referring to. So big shouts out to him. And also as a follow-up from our last episode, I've been checking out this girl, Anne Marie, who I think recently bonded out from shooting her boyfriend somehow. Allegedly,
it's beautiful. That's great.
See, don't do that. Allegedly, he dropped the gun and it went off and hit him. But the jury's is still out. So I decided to go look at her discography, and she has a project. She has a series of projects actually called not bipolar but tripolar, which is great. She also has a project called, I think, Pretty Psycho, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the other project. It's starting to make sense. But the record I've had in rotation is Come Over, which is a feature she has with Young Blue. And
is her music like if you would compare, like, what kind of playlist would she be on? Would she be on like a Janae kind of like Ari Lennox vibe, or
you should be a Rico Nasty? I'm what's happening.
No, Definitely some Janae. I think you could throw her in there with like a Eric Bellinger, sort of that trap soul.
A little bit
Ah,
busy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might check it out now.
It's
You
called
know,
tripolar. Let me look this up.
I like to listen to people on Spotify and get in the little coins, to get out of jail.
It's a really wild plug considering the legal trouble she's going through, but I mean, hey, it's good music. So
Well, before, oh wait,
Oh, she
she's
got
very
a
talented.
whole. She
Queen
got a whole. Wow. Tripolar. Wow.
Queen Fee is a previous guest on the podcast, and she is dropping her. Is it an EP or an album?
It's an EP, but it's her first full-length project in years, so we're treating it like an album.
You're.
La Reine, because she's the queen, and I can't wait for it. I can't wait for she's having a music video for Blue Faces. Throw that ass back, Blue Faces. Throw that ass back, Blue Faces.
Very, very proud of Queen. And she will be back. We'll probably knock out something out this week because the project drops tomorrow in a few hours, actually.
Now I try to bring that back, but okay. So, Leo, you heard about Senklon getting arrested? So we had addressed it, but then he went on live. He went on live to try to explain the situation, but not explain the situation. So it's kind of like the Megan Tory thing, because we don't know what really happened.
Yeah. I hit him up just because I know him personally. I haven't actually talked to him. And when he came to Orlando, I wasn't even here. I was down south for that Ladies Love Compa party at Club 7. So like
Someone said Senklon live on Kirkman.
Kirkman's nice. Are you talking Metro West?
That's not. Nah, that's Zenglin in class. You're in Metro West, and I watched.
Well, class never get to perform. They always shut the party down before class get there. They've been able to perform lately. Because when I was there, they never performed. They always a fight beforehand. Huh?
When was the last time you went to class battle?
I wasn't able to go. They kept getting into fights.
Okay, so every class battle that's happened in Orlando for the past, I want to maybe say 2.5 years, except for one, has been successful. But it's really because those guys are throwing it themselves. Like a lot of people think like it's the promoter doing the battle, but it's really not. The band is the one that's, hey, we're coming to Orlando, we're whatever. They have their own sound company that they hire and all that other stuff. So they come and throw the party to themselves. It was only one event, and it wasn't even because of a fight. It was because the venue was taking too long to get people inside the club, and police were just hanging out in the parking lot, and that was that. So they shut it down.
So is Senklon in good spirits? Did they get him out immediately? I wasn't sure because I heard it in the chat that we in, because I saw it on the chat that my friend told me, and then I went in the chat, and then you guys were talking about it in the chat, and then I saw the Pastor Joe video, and I was like, oh shit, is he still in jail? I was like, yo, they didn't bail him out. So was he in there for a long time?
Apparently he went in and got out quick, because he was in Orlando the same day that everybody found out that he went to jail. So I can't speak on the man's situation because I'm not him. Love him with all my heart, like a big brother. Gives me a lot of good advice about this whole industry thing, especially with my own band. So it's unfortunate that it happened. I just wish that people kind of like. I think that's the one thing I hate about the Haitian community. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves drama. They're quick to talk about things without the facts. Like you don't know how many rumors that he beat up his girl, he did this, he did that. I was like, y'all don't even know what the man did, and y'all really like spreading these rumors around like that. Like that's kind of messed up.
His girl was in it too. Wasn't she arrested?
And that's another thing. That's another thing that I'm hearing. I'm hearing that his girl got arrested as well, and so it's like you guys are talking about stuff that you guys don't know. So like, why you guys like going there?
Well, my thing is not more of the situation, but more of kind of like what Pastor Joe was saying. Like, do you feel like people don't really support the Haitian music industry only when there's something bad that's happening? Is that's the only time where you really hear about people?
Because
I love Saint. Like I said, like I said, when I heard that, I was like, let me go stream him on Spotify so he can get his little coins. But I don't really be hearing bad things about people in the industry because I feel like it's not like America. It's not easy to get information unless you personally know the person. But then when you personally know the person, you don't really want to speak on that person's situation.
So here's the thing. Unfortunately, for the Haitian community, this is the one community where the industry is not really an industry. It's one of those situations where it's one of those, think of it like small LLC type joints compared to like the American industry. Because if it was like that industry, like there are certain things, certain bottle in certain locations would not even be like that's dead. And even the way these guys travel and the way business is done with them, that would also be dead. The industry is kind of like existent on kind of like the business side of it. People accept it for what it is because it's been like that for the longest. But they're like, you're only gonna hear about artists in this industry if something really bad happens. Like you'll never hear like, unless they post it like, oh, such and such got married, like they post it on their Instagram, or such and such had a baby. But that's the only way you're gonna hear stuff, like versus the American industry, like you know Leonardo DiCaprio can't go to the beach without getting a picture taken of him. You know what I'm saying? It's different. So you can't really compare hearing about them in this industry versus another industry, because this is not really an industry like that. Like people are not going to pay you $10,000 for a picture of Sankla, you know what I'm saying, at a beach
because you live on Parkman.
Skinny dipping. Yeah. Stupid.
And it's kind of a blessing in a way, because it's really about the music at the end of the day. It's like, yeah, all that design is cool, but it's the music. Like American music industry, it's less about the music. It's more so about the drama or the
beat.
Like, how can I make this story go viral so we get attention on whatever we're selling, not even just the music.
I just wish that a lot of guys in the industry were kind of like the way I approach it, and trying to bridge the gap between the Haitian and the American market.
I think Gertie wants to do that too.
Gertie and me and me, Gertie, so like it's a lot of us that are trying to bridge that gap between the American market and the Haitian market. It just sucks because think about it this way. People are always going to want to hear the norm. The norm is, Impossible dropped a nice song. One of y'all got to remix it. And that's the norm. That's what's commercial. Instead of saying, hey, Leo got an original song out. Let's play it in the club and get people, bump into it because they listen to it on their own. So let's get people bumping to it. Or, Miss Independent. I promise you, the only time Miss Independent gets played in the club is if I play it live. And that's sad.
That is
the only time late night. The only time late nights really gets played in the club is if I play it live. The only time, and this is not like a personal thing.
Needs to be played in the club. I don't want to cut you off, but when y'all be doing the little verses thing,
yeah,
That
Like
versus
certain stuff we do.
when you against Jello Keys, yo, that shit was fire. That shit
Man, I
was
remember that.
fire. I was like, oh fuck. Oh, that shit was fun.
We're running one back on the 20th actually. This Sunday. Me versus
I know. I told you I'm coming. I told you I'm sliding.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This Sunday?
Yes.
Yeah.
I hate people.
Why?
Yeah,
Look at all
this
these
Sunday. It should be a good
I'm sliding.
party.
I'm gonna be in town. I will be in Orlando on Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm
it just sucks because a lot of the DJs don't see it that way. I feel like the DJ job is to introduce new music to the audience. I will still play the club bangers, but you introduce new music to the people so that it's like, all right, how do they react to it? If they react bad, or do they react good to it? If you play a song, like if you play one of my songs and the dance floor clears, okay, cool. Never play that song ever again. But if you play one of my songs and people are still on the dance floor,
that's when I get on
adding that to your repertoire.
That's when I get my KOTR on.
You're so silly.
What happens is a lot of DJs are repeating themselves. You'll get on DJ A played Late Nights, and then DJ B got on and then played Impulsive, whatever, and then DJ C got on and then played Late Nights again. There's too much music for us to be repeating songs in the club.
Yeah, but nobody in the club in the beginning, so nobody heard it the first time.
You'd be you're petty, but you'd be surprised on how many times I be in the club.
The
song
club
will
don't
play.
Start till 1.
You're right. I was in the club
and that's
too, and I heard the song 3 times in the club.
I got drilled on Twitter for that. I got drilled on Twitter for that. I said, I don't care what nobody says. I'm no longer playing music. I'm no longer paying money to pull up to a club, listen to a DJ. Party's supposed to start at 10. If you want to get in for free, if you want to pay, parties start at 11. Artists don't come on till like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, 45 minutes before the club shut down. And for me to come, every single artist I had, and so people got mad at me because I said I'd rather invest my dollars in the American industry. And it's true because I've been to maybe 15 American concerts, and I'm talking artists who ain't had no money. I'm talking Bryson Tiller when his ass was making under 20K, and he pulled up to Orlando. He pulled up to that one venue that's behind what is it, Office Depot. He pulled up to the one that's across from that. I forgot what it's called, but it's a very small venue. He packed out 150 people in this very small venue, and it was a vibe. And I mean, all he did was a set design. He had 3 to 4 people on stage, himself, and that was the end of it. The bartender, only one bartender was enough. That's all they had in the back. And that man sold it out for 150, gave us a 3-hour performance in a very similar venue to Majestic.
I don't really like going to bars for that reason, unless there's 2 of them. Because if I'd rather go to, like, if there's a DJ that I like, I'd rather just go to that. Because
that sucks. Because then they get mad that you're not showing up for the artists.
Yeah, because it's more expensive for you like, I come to see you and you only there for like an hour or whatever, and then like it's not, you don't even perform all your songs. You perform 2 songs because you perform 1 song and then you do for 25 minutes do, and I'm like, yo, if you don't hurry up and get to the next fucking song, because I've been waiting all night for 1 song and you ain't even play it and you ain't sing it, and I'm mad. So I'd rather just go to a DJ, like a DJ's party.
You know, there's only, to my knowledge, there's only one band that if the bottle starts at 10 o'clock, they're gonna let the DJ open, but at 11 o'clock, they are going to start playing. T-Vice. They don't care if there's 2 people in the building. They're at 11 o'clock, they're gonna start playing. I watched this with my own eyes. At 11 o'clock, they started playing. There was like 20 people in the building. People started coming into the building. Like, the band already started playing. They started playing at 11. People came in at 1.
Fake was not that bad either.
Yes, they did.
Sankler's not that bad either. Sankler is gonna perform for a little bit, and then they're
Singer
gonna
gonna
take a
perform
break.
for the whole. I be seeing
Yeah,
Singer
they
perform
take
all
a
night.
break. They take a break, and then they come back. So I appreciate that about Sankler. But everybody else,
listen, that's a discipline that you have to have. Like my band, I'm not gonna kid to you. They told us that we had to be back at the club at 12:45. We left the club at like 11:45. Went to the hotel, changed. I told everybody, I'm like, guys, we're getting to the club at 12:30. Well, they said 12:45. I don't give a damn what they said. We get to the club at 12:30, and then that's it. We didn't get on stage until 1. The party ended at 4, but we didn't get on stage until 1. And we still played for like hours. But it's just discipline you gotta have because you never know. Hey, I need you guys. They might change stuff. Like I need you guys to get on stage right now because I want to close with a DJ. Like that happened to us for UCF last year. We got there thinking that we were gonna close the show. Like Oli Diet was gonna open the show. We were gonna close the show. They told us, yeah, you guys are opening. Well, y'all playing in the middle. We want y'all to open, and then Oli Diet's gonna take over, and then the DJ's gonna play. I said, okay, cool, no problem. And then we played. And then, people were telling us to get back on stage after we got off. And we're like, that's not how that works. But okay.
All right, Leo, you got any advice for our listeners? Anything you want to get off your chest? Any last minute thoughts?
Last minute thoughts. Hey guys, I appreciate all the support that you guys have given me over the years. Yeah, I really do appreciate it. This is not advice. This is kind of like more of a statement, and you guys will kind of be like the second ones to get it, but really the first ones. I am actually slowing down all my solo bookings.
Why?
You won't be able to book me as easily as you could have come
celebrity status. Big. You see what happens after you get on the Haitians Who Blog nominated podcast? Like now you can't get it easy.
Bruh, she ain't gonna let this shit go.
She's not.
I feel verified, ladies and gentlemen.
It's honestly because I'm trying to focus on more on Climax and Guyat Central. There's a lot of ventures that I'm trying to do with them and collabs I'm trying to do with all the other DJs that I know. So I have some bookings for 2021. But unless it's really Climax and Guyat Central, I'm kind of going to be turning some of them down. So if someone tried to get me for, their 30th birthday party, I'm so sorry. Hey, book the band. But other than that, be on the lookout for new music coming soon. I try to give y'all the exclusive, but it
listen
just
to
the
exclusive on our podcast. All right, so
go
to Spotify.
I will send y'all a snippet.
Okay, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Listen to the podcast, and you'll get a snippet.
A little something.
Yeah, I will send y'all a snippet of it. But be on the lookout for new music. New music out with King Compa, Guyat Central. Climax is on 2 more songs. I'm working on the last 2 late nights. And then 2 more other stuff. All my songs will be available on Spotify and SoundCloud or iTunes soon. Hopefully by the end of this month. I think that's it. Really, when it comes to advice, guys, stop putting your hands on people's kids, and stop putting your hands on people's kids. Stop fighting with people's kids and know your value. Because at the end of the day, 2021 is going to be the year that all of y'all should be elevating yourselves. I know.
Period. There you go.
I'm trying to get on Ciroc's level. She got all that clout behind her. You know what I'm saying?
I got enough.
Don't do that. I
promise. You know what I'm saying? To get you on a podcast.
Hey, I'm telling you, bro. Like, and the biggest thing is, no matter how big you guys get, stay humble.
Right.
Not me.
I be trying to tell Ciroc be telling me, should be like, you need to advertise this and this and that. I said, I got here because I was humble. I'm going to stay humble. I'm going to stay humble.
And now I'm on Clubhouse. Look where it's got me. I'm nominated and I'm on Clubhouse. Look at this. When I was humble, I wasn't doing nothing. All right, Jay, give them your advice. Give them your advice, Jay.
My advice.
Or last minute thoughts, uncut.
Hey, I'm sorry to cut y'all off. This whole time I've been on the live with y'all, Jay has not once been on camera. I saw him one time,
You,
and then he went away. What's going
I
on?
got for you.
His wig wasn't on.
I had to get right. I apologize.
I thought his wig wasn't on. I thought he ain't have his wig.
Nah, I was in here doing housework, so trying to get the kitchen clean.
Housework.
But big things coming. 2021 is gonna be I know nobody's trying to claim it, but I think it's gonna be a great year. So make sure you're subscribed to the CEO Uncut. Make sure you're supporting these artists. Make sure you're supporting these DJs. These DJs need to put their Cash App in their bios if they're not going to give us their exclusives. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it comes down to. That's my advice. Oh, and if she threatens to shoot you, leave. Because she might.
Oh my gosh.
Especially if she's a singer. These R&B singers are losing their minds. So I don't know.
Shirley, you got any uncut
Hey,
advice
no cap.
for the people?
If she tries to shoot me, I'm shooting back.
Are we guilty by association here?
The thoughts and opinions of LeoxDrumz
Is not.
the thoughts and opinions of the CEO Uncut podcast.
I'm just kidding.
Please still vote for me. Please still vote for me.
My guy was doing so well all night, and toxicity got to him. Hey, send him that first.
We need to give him some merch, dog.
Toxic.
Yeah,
I got a Toxic Gang shirt for you.
So my advice, what's my advice? Get this bag next year. Apparently
the Telfar.
Telfar is a little cheaper, intentionally to make it affordable for Black people. So if you want to make that investment, Telfar will blow up. So get that Telfar bag. Get the bag. I'm doubling my rates in 2020 because I deserve it. So yeah.
My advice would be stack up on plastic straws, because these paper straws shits that people keep giving me, I hate it. How you gonna give me a smoothie in a paper straw? I can't drink a milkshake or a smoothie with the paper straw. That paper straw is garbage.
It's biodegradable, girl.
And it degrades as soon as I take my first sip. I cannot stack up on as much plastic straw. I'm about to buy the little portable straws now, because it don't make no fucking sense. Oh my God. I got a smoothie yesterday and I didn't even get to drink my thing yet. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this straw? And it had already crumbled at the bottom. And I'm like, how am I supposed to drink this? My teeth is going to get in the drink and now it's too cold. I'm about to buy these plastic straws because it don't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my advice. Stack up on plastic straws when you can. If they have plastic, like McDonald's be like, oh, yo, can I get a couple more straws? And just stash them, just like you do the paper that you use when you pee in the back of the car at night, when you leave the club. So, that is my advice. Buy a Toxic Gang shirt.
Buy it.
Toxic Gang. You know what I'm saying? I don't know which way the camera is showing. But Toxic Gang shirts are available for purchase. This is for everybody who's toxic, as well as people who are working on themselves, which means you are toxic. You just are working on yourself.
Wait a whole second.
What?
How are we toxic if we're working on ourselves?
That means you're still toxic.
Because
if you were not toxic, then you don't need to work on yourself.
I'm going blank.
If you are working on not being toxic, that means you're toxic.
Okay.
I'm so close to cutting your mic. You're doing a lot.
Chief Toxic Gang has spoken.
Well, that is the end of CEO Uncut. Guys, go ahead and follow LeoxDrumz. I was gonna mix words. Follow LeoxDrumz. Go ahead and tell the people where to follow you.
You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Betty. Anyway.
Benny!
We were talking about you earlier.
You guys can follow. Yeah, we were. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook. Facebook will be the artist page. It won't be my actual page. You can follow me on SoundCloud, and soon you'll be able to get me on Spotify and iTunes and Amazon Music and all that other stuff. Exactly at LeoxDrumz. Also, if you guys don't mind, follow the band Climax. I'm actually on Instagram and Facebook and SoundCloud.
And one of the Climax songs shouted out Shirley.
Yes, we did.
And that day, we nominated. It's only right.
All right, y'all. Follow us at CO_uncut on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can watch this episode on YouTube. I'm trying to remember. That's why I do this face when I try to remember. Because, you know, I'm old. Yeah, you can follow me at Sooooo305 on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all the good stuff. And you can follow Jay at Campaign Season on all social media platforms. And you can follow Shirley everywhere.
Girl.
Go ahead, Shirley.
Wow. I can't get a shout out from the nominated Barack Obama of the Yoga podcast.
You can follow her
to pull that nomination
Shirley
tonight. We in trouble.
Renaissance therapist.
Yeah. Do that voice like you mean it.
Also follow her her page at Haitians Who Blog, and while you're over there, go ahead and click the link and go to vote the creative, and then scroll down to Barack Obama, and if you see my picture, you go ahead and press like.
Period.
Nicely done.
All right, y'all. Peace.